So this is our home page. What we're going to do right now is to work on this slider here, revolution slider. So I'm going to come in here to our WordPress dashboard, and right at the bottom here you should see slider revolution. I'll click on that. Great. And from here we could create our slider. So I'm just going to come up here and say new blank module. It's a basic slider I'm going to create. You could as well import already designed sliders, just the way we imported demo content for our website and then we got something to start running up with immediately. You could also import a pre-designed revolution slider template and then things get easier from there. So this is our basic interface for designing a revolution slider. What I'm going to do is I want to put in a background image, a nice background image, and maybe just one write-up. You could do many more if you want. So I'll come in here and click on image and click on media library. Now you could upload files from your computer, whatever design you already have and you want it to display on the slider, you could upload it. But I'm just going to pick any one that came with the theme. So let me pick this one and click on insert. This one already has write-up, so I'm not going to have to put a new write-up. But if you want to put a write-up, just come here, add layer, and click on text, and here it is. You could start writing your own text immediately. So once you double click on it, you see it opens up down here, and then you can write whatever you want. Also, if you want to format your text, just come in here to style and you could do whatever you want to do. Assuming you will need the size bigger, notice how this got bigger. So let me pull it here so you can see. You could also just come back into style again and increase the font weight. Let's say 800. You saw that got thicker, and you could work on the color as well. Let's make that red. You see that, and the background color for the particular text layer, you could do that from here, just right under. Okay, so there's several things that you could do, as well as hold, drag and drop. And to make it more responsive, you could use this option here, size and positioning. So this positions it center and of course the alignment. And you could just toy with all of these, but we're not going into all of these. We've added an image which already has a nice write-up here. So I'll just click on save. And what we're going to do is we've created our slider now. So we want it to display on our website. So what I'm going to do is I'll come back into my dashboard here, but I would open the website here in a new tab and I'll click on edit page. Now this thing comes with WP Bakery Page Builder, which is actually very easy to work with. So this you could see this is the block for Revolution slider, and the next block comes in here, and these are the products. So if you visit the website on the front end, you could actually see that the products are here. Up here there's a Revolution slider. You could edit everything from here. It has a front end editor as well. So this is our slider block. I'll click on the pencil icon there to allow me change this. I believe slider 1 is the name of the slider we created. I didn't name it, but if you have more than one slider and you named them, you would see all of them show up here. So you could just select which one is your slider. We have slider 1, which is the one I created. So I'll click on save changes and I'll update. Then I would view our page in a new tab so I can see if the slider was properly added. Okay, great. There you go. You have our slider added on the home page. And then we have this here, assuming you want to change all of these. It's totally possible. So I'm just going to come back in here and you see that write-up comes in here. I'll click on it and change that to recent hits, and I would update, but we could also preview changes before saving so nothing gets done permanently. And you'd see it's now showing recent hits, and then there's a text on top as well. Let's see if we can work on that. There it is. So we could say by HD songs, right? You could just make that like that. Now, whenever you use the preview changes, know that the changes were not saved, right? So for your changes to go live, if actually you would eventually have to click on update, right? Okay, so now we have by HD songs and we have recent hits. And then if you want to edit this block, these are products that have been pre-built already. We're going to get into it shortly, but let me update so we can have our recent changes saved. So I'm just going to come in here to the left, our menu, and I would see in here there should be products somewhere here. Okay, so I'll click on all products. This allows us view the current products that are available, edit them, change the prices, categories, and whatever. So this is an example of products that are already available on the website. It's showing in pounds. Okay, so we're going to work on that also. And if you come to edit, you could see a short write-up about the product. Ideally, you want to leave out all of these things that comes in, basically these ones that appears like code, leave them and just work on these aspects of the text. All of these VC column text and all of these things in here allows your design to follow the rule that the team has already established. So you just want to edit this text right in here and leave out all these ones. Of course, you can take them out, but it's advisable you leave it so you don't break the design of the team. And right here, you see the price of the item that you want to sell and the image that you want to go with the item. Then there's also a short description here. So these are the major things that you need to know when you're creating a new product or editing a product. So let's add a new product. I'll click on add new, and let's call our product Brown Skin Girl by Wizkid, right? Our short description comes in here. I'll just copy this and paste it down here also, short description. And what I want to do is I would say this music item normally goes out for 5,000. However, we're having a discount so you can get it for 3,500. And then I want to select the category. This is important that you select categories. It allows you segment your products into different categories and ultimately gives you the flexibility to choose what displays where on your website. So I'm going to click on set product image. I'm just going to pick a random one, any of the images that are already here. So let's pick this one. Okay, so we'll pick this one and I would click on set product image. I would publish that. Now let's view product first. I opened that in a new tab. So you can see it's displaying here 5,000 and then slash and then the sale price is 3,500. Let's work on this currency symbol. So I'm coming back into our dashboard and I'll go to WooCommerce and settings. WooCommerce is the plugin that handles your shop on WordPress. So right down here, I'm going to change this to Naira, Nigerian Naira, and just click on Save Changes. So when next I come into our website, I have a lot of tabs open here. Okay, and I refresh on this page. You can see the currency symbol is now in Naira, which is good. And also, I'm going to refresh here on our home page. Our music did not show up here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out why it didn't show up here. I'll go back into our edit page and see the category of products that were set to display on the home page. So I'm just going to click on edit page. I want to understand why the music did not show up in that section. Okay, so we have products down here. So I'll click on the pencil icon and look at what's the product. Okay, so we have to set the product name. So let's see. If I start typing and I say brown skin girl, okay, that shows up there. Awesome. Can I also move it? Yes, I can move it to the top and I'll click on save. An easier way to do this though, assuming you want to automate the process, is you could just click on this plus icon here and search for products, and right in here you could set the category of products that you want to display. This is the wrong one, so just hold on a bit. So I'll do that again, search for products, and you can see recent products here. So by picking recent products, it's going to, whatever new product I add automatically gets displayed because it's a recent product. Okay, so that's another way to get it done. I'll click on update now so I can refresh on our home page and let's see what it looks like. So I'll just right click on this and say open in a new tab. Our new music should appear right now. Here, there it is. That's the one we just added, and you will discover that it's duplicated, and that's because we created another column entirely where we added recent products to display. So now if you add a new product, automatically gets displayed in this block. So I'll take out the first one, just hit the X and it's going to delete it. So now you have recent hits and then the recent products. So whenever you add a new product from here, it's just going to display right in here automatically without having to add it manually. Now the next part of the theme is this particular section where you can add a YouTube video and the cover art or the album cover. So let's scroll down a little bit more. So you see there is already these settings in here. So from here you could change the video link. So copy any link from YouTube or Vimeo and it's going to come in here. And of course you can just click on the plus icon here to change the image and display whatever you want it to display. So in our case we could make it this or anything, and you could just copy any YouTube or Vimeo link, add it in there. So what's the next thing on those sites? We have this section which plays stuff from SoundCloud. So let's see how that goes. So coming down in here, don't be phased. There's a bit of code in here, but it's not something that's going to scare you. I'll show you exactly what you should edit. So from SoundCloud, you could copy, you could just click on embed for any music item you see. And if you click on embed, it's going to give you this particular code. Copy the code and paste it in here, and you're good to go. So you don't have to do anything about all of this code in here. Once you're on SoundCloud and you have a music item you want embedded on your website, just click on embed from SoundCloud, and you would have this code which you can copy, come in here on your website and paste. Right, so we have that sorted. You could also delete all of these, and then the text block, these writings here could also be changed. For instance, if I click here, you'd see text settings. Now the text is in white, and that's why you can't see it, but you see when I click 3 times, I'm able to see that. Just so we have it clearly first, I'm going to change the color to black, and then you can change this. Right. The thing is, if I save it this way and preview, it's going to save. However, that particular division has a black background color, so your text is not going to come out properly, which is why it's in white. So I'm just going to come back in here and I'll change this color to white. There are several ways you can do this. For instance, you could change this whole column from a black background into a white one, so your black text can show. So I'll preview that again and scroll down. Now you see it's back in white. So you could change all of these and also remove all of these images. Whatever you want to do, understand that you could just toy with it from here. Now there's also the undo button in here, assuming you did something you're not supposed to do. That's of course before clicking the update button. So if you do something you're not quite comfortable with it, after previewing you discover, okay, that's not exactly what you wanted, you could just come back in here and click on the undo icon, and that would revert. Okay, so the next thing, same way, you could change this image, change video link, YouTube or Vimeo, and the blog post, it's already set to recent blog post. So if you come in here, posts, and you could see, let's update this first. Okay, so I'm just going to click on posts. So we'll go to all posts, and then you would notice all of these items have already been posted on the blog. Any new post you make is just going to keep getting populated here. So coming back in here, so you see these are all of the posts that are displayed in there. So let's see, posts are categorized into different categories. So you have music, you have uncategorized, you have festivals. Let's see how it is in here. So I'm just going to click on edit page. I want to see which category of posts gets displayed, or if it's a manual process as well. So I'm just going to click on edit page. I want to show you how to edit that section and determine which posts and how many posts should be displayed there. So I'll scroll down to the section where we have latest blog posts. So if you want to change that right up from latest maybe to recent blog post or anything, and this right up as well, just click on the pencil icons here and you can do that. So I'm clicking here. This is the category, this section that controls the posts that get displayed. So you can see number of posts 6. So it's never going to exceed 6 posts at every given time. So if you make a new post, one gets removed from the home page and to make space for the new one. And then you see the category that is being displayed, records, which is why even though we have a lot of posts, not all of them are displayed on the home page, because one, only categories under record are displayed. Only posts under the category of records are displayed, and two, only 6 posts are allowed. So you see these posts are under record category, and that's why they're displayed on the home page. Okay, so now that we have that sorted, you know how to change posts. You could also change the category to display something else, whichever one you like. You could do that. So I'm going to close this tab now and come back into our home page, and let's see what's in next to edit. Now the bottom, of course, this is the logo. We should have started with this before, but we can pick up now. So I'm just going to come back in here to our WordPress dashboard, and I would come in here to appearance and widgets. From here, we should be able to edit most of these items here. If we can't, we'll look elsewhere. There's several ways different teams put in their settings to enable you to edit all of these things. We'll find them out. So right here now in widgets, I have there are a lot of options here. Top bar left, most of these are empty. So there are so many things to check out for and determine which one exactly has all of these items that we want to change. So you have the copyright information here, you have contact information down here, and then you have social media icons down here. Of course, the logo is here, and all of these large write-ups. So how do we edit this? I'll come back in here. We have to check for it. So this is a sidebar. This is not what we're looking for currently. Let's say the footer column and open it up here, and then you have mixtape. I believe this is it. So let's change this to music and save. We're going to refresh on our website. There's a high probability this is what we're looking for. So I'll refresh again and scroll down. Not it. So you can see what changed here is this write-up, which is supposed to be our logo. So you could also, if assuming you want to use an image for the logo and not the write-up, that's quite easy to do as well. From here, you could look for, here we have image. I'm just going to hold that, drag it all the way up here. And by the time I release, I can click on add image and look for, let's assume this is our logo. Let's use this one. I'll click on add widget and save. And because we're adding it on the footer column, which has already been defined by the theme code, it should appear just about here. So we'll scroll down just to confirm. Now you have that, so that if you're using a logo, since we're using that one, I'm just going to delete the text write-up which says music. So I'll delete that one. But then we know we're in the right place. So right here, we could also change our copyright text, the contact phone number, and the email. So you could change all of this from here and do whatever you want. So all of this comes in here. Now note, do not do this, don't do that, don't do that. So you look at where the write-up is, the relevant write-up, and you change that, because all of these controls how it is displayed on the front end. For instance, this means paragraph, and then it defines the style of how the paragraph would appear. It should align center and have 0 margins, left, right, and 10 pixels of margins as well. So your write-up comes in here, and then this particular tag says this is the end of the style definition for this particular paragraph, right? And then you have another paragraph down here, and it defines the style again. It says align center. So this is what you want to change. This is your phone number, and then this particular one defines the fact that this is going to be a link, right? So you don't want to delete all of these. And here you could just change this particular email address to what you want it to be. And you could also you would also write that in here. Okay, so when someone clicks on this, it automatically opens their email app and then they send email to whatever is defined in here. So both of these should be changed. This particular one, and this particular one should be changed to your email. Okay, and then you have the social media icons here. You have Vimeo, which you can change. So you could just pick up that one and change it to whatever you want to change it to. Let's assume you pick YouTube there. Click on save, and this one is Instagram. So you have all of the major icons already defined for you here, and you could just pick whichever one you want, right? And so if we come back in here to our website, I believe the first one should have changed to YouTube. I believe I changed this one to YouTube. Okay, so you have YouTube there, you have Instagram. And then one more thing, the links. So you've picked, let's say you've picked Instagram here. Your Instagram link comes in here, right? And you repeat the same for all of these. So Twitter, right? And then your Twitter link comes in here under the section where you have link. Leave here as new window, so it opens in a new tab. So assuming you're on the website, you click on any of these, it's going to open in an entire new tab. Okay, great. So we have the home page sorted. One more thing though, our logo. Most teams might allow you change your logo from here as well. This one doesn't, but it does have a theme option. So when you come in here to select options, you would see logo in here. So when you come in here, you could just upload your own logo. So I'll click on upload and pick whatever logo it is. Now you could pick a logo from your system by clicking select files, and then you could just do all of those. Uh, Select your logo or drag it in here, or pick another item which has already been uploaded. And once you pick an item, you just click on select image and it's going to replace the logo. So you have a logo for the light screen and the darker screen. You could do all of those, and even a logo for retina display. That's how you change your logo, and I think we're about done with our home page. You could tweak the colors of your websites from here as well, and basically you have a lot of settings covered in here. Now the reason we're not so expansive in all of these things that we do, like we don't cover everything. You notice there are icons here which you might want to take out. By the way, you can take this out from widgets. It's that you should be able to explore most of these things for yourself as well. So if I come back in here to appearance widgets, you should see the setting. For instance, top bar right, okay, header widget area, you'd see the WooCommerce drop down. You could just delete that, and the search as well, you could scroll down and delete it. Most of these things are things that you should be able to explore for yourself, but questions are welcome, and the same principles that allowed you edit this homepage should allow you edit every other page. There's one more thing that I will touch, and that will be our menu item, which from here there are no menu items displayed currently. So I'm just going to come back in here, appearance, and you would see menus in here, assuming you want to create more pages, which I think you would want to do. So I'm just going to click on menus, and when that opens up, we can set up several pages. So there are already items here. You could create your own menu, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to click on create a new menu, and I'll call this mine. And I would also tick on this main navigation. Most teams will call it primary navigation, right? But main navigation, primary navigation, whichever one. And this should also appear for mobile navigation. If you're on a mobile phone, you would click on create menu, and now you have to add items to the menu. So you see there is a menu selected now, mine, which is the main navigation and mobile navigation. So if I click on, here are all the pages we have on our website. So this is our home page, obviously, and then let's say we have an about us page, and then we have a page for contact us. Okay, so we're just going to put that in there as well, and I'll click on add to menu. You could drag this one assuming you want it to be here. So I'll click on save menu. Then when next we come to our website and we refresh, we should have a menu displaying here, or rather here. Okay, we can't see it properly because of this image that we've used in our revolution slider. So we're just going to go back in there, and we're going to change our revolution slider image to allow us see properly what our menu looks like. Okay, so remember we can come back in here and I'll pick media library. I want to pick a cleaner image. So I think we could use that one. Let's use this one. Okay, this one appears in square, so it might not be too good. We need a rectangular image. I'll go with this or this one. So I'll click on insert and save. Right now I'll come back to our website and I'll refresh. So we have this. Basically this image doesn't work too nice for our menu because our menu items are in white, but then you see all of these. Assuming you click on this page, it brings you in here to an about us page, which you already know how to edit. So you click on edit page and you can edit each of these items to your taste. I'll just go back, and then you notice all our menus are properly displayed. I could change this though to, let's say, I'll make it home, and I would save that, and then I'll come back in here and refresh. Remember, we could have changed our logo, so you need see it's displaying home now, and you have these properly displayed, and our products are also displayed in Naira. So the next section of this course, first of all, you know how to play music already, that is imported from SoundCloud. For the next section, we're going to upload our own music items.